This session is about adding pneumatics, the compressor and solenoids. This is the pneumatics control module. The CAN control bus is wired in here in this top left area. It can control up to 8 solenoids numbered from 0 to 7. The wires connect into these holes right here. The pressure switch connects into this area right here. We will emulate the pressure switch using this knife switch. The pressure switch determines whether or not you have low system pressure, and then the logic will turn the compressor on and off. The compressor power connects to these two pins right here. All solenoids must either be 12 volt coils or 24 volt. This one is set for 12 volts because of a connecting jumper right here. Power to the module is fed here off the power distribution board, the PDB. We return to the cumulative robotics project that we're working on. I'll open the C file and the H file. If we take a look at the WPI documentation, we'll go to the FRC namespace, go down to compressor, C-O-M-P. We will grab the header file and place it into the H file here. Fix this arrow. Then we'll scroll down here and create the compressor. We have declared the compressor. It has a default ID of 0, but if we want to be very strict about it, we can go ahead and put in the compressor ID of it right there. We'll return back to our class list and go find the solenoids in the FRC namespace. Solenoid, solenoid.h. Let's put this into the header file. We're going to declare, just for fun, 4 solenoids. We'll just call it solenoid 0. We'll put it onto connection 0 on the pneumatics control module. And for fun, we'll just create 3 more. Just for fun, let's create a value called compressor status. Most people don't do that, but we'll do it just for this exercise. Just to learn something new and interesting here. We're going to go to the robot.cpp program, and we will get into, let's go to teleop periodic. And we're going to put this variable here. We'll query the compressor and get the switch status. There it is, pressure switch value. And depending on what the switch is doing, the pressure switch, we can get that status and print it out to the dashboard or something just to know. I can't think of an immediate reason why you'd need to know this in a program, but we can do it. So we will do that. Let's go to the Smart Dashboard, FRC. Put boolean. I'll just shorten this text up. Compressor switch. Let's do it that way. We can get that switch value and put it on the dashboard. The next thing we want to do is do something with these solenoids here. Now, since this is a cumulative project, we have already gotten the values of 4 buttons. We'll use these 4 buttons to operate the solenoids. This is the Boolean value of the buttons A, B, X, and Y we're going to do here. We'll just tie the 4 buttons to the 4 solenoids. We'll save this, save that. We're going to build it. And deploy it. We have a start. We'll go to the driver station. Let's go to the operator mode, set it in tally op. We're going to enable it. Here we have an indicator for compressor switch. I'm going to close the knife switch and see what that does. Or actually open the knife switch, I already had it closed. So if I close the knife switch, I can see on the PCM module the light came on, which means the compressor will be running. You can see that indicator on the dashboard. I can lift this up and it turns it back off. I'll grab the Xbox controller and press the A button, which you can see the A button indicator on the dashboard. And I've made some error somewhere because I'm not wiggling the lights like I need to. Let me come back to this, and the error is obvious because I copied these lines and didn't change these names. Let's compile it one more time. Build and deploy. Back to the driver station, enable it. A, B, X, Y, all the solenoids, the lights are coming on correctly on the Pneumatics control module. As they say in this computer science business, the code does exactly what you tell it to do, not what you want it to do. And now you know how to program the compressor, how to get the status of the pressure switch if you ever needed to, and how to operate the solenoids. This solenoid class is operating on a 1 coil. Depending on what type of solenoid you buy, you can actually get you may have a double solenoid, and if you have that situation, you can use the double solenoid class here, and the sets you'll construct it using not a single channel number but 2 numbers, because there's 2 coils. You can only have 8 single solenoids on a Pneumatics control module, or 4 double solenoids. I like to use the single ones. They're the easiest to wire and the easiest to program. That's it.